Hello everyone, this is Faith at Faith and Books, and I'm doing another unexpectedly homeschooling theme a day post. And this one is for tomorrow, which is March 20th. And on that date, back in 1852, Harriet Beecher Stowe's novel Uncle Tom's Cabin was published. And this was a huge, phenomenal success. And Abraham Lincoln famously said, when he met Harriet Beecher Stowe, so this is the little lady who started the big war, because this novel really galvanized the people in the North. And it's basically in reaction to the Fugitive Slave Act. So, so that's a theme for tomorrow. If you're familiar with the book, my books are all being organized, or they're in stacks right now, so I didn't even bother to go look for it. But it's quite a thick book, so you're not going to be able to read the whole thing. Or, I mean, you can start it now, or maybe you have older kids who could read it. It's a good read. It's a long novel, but it doesn't drag. There's a lot of excitement. It's very sad. It's a good novel. But I thought that jumping off of that, you could study the themes of that book. And so I'm going to link below a link to a curriculum for middle schoolers, I think it is, but you can adapt it to whatever age, that will explain about it. And then one of the things it suggests is watching the clip from the movie The King and I, where they reenact the story of Eliza running away. And that's, I mean, you can watch the whole movie, or you could just watch that little clip. And I remember being a kid and seeing that and wanting to reenact that scene. So if, or that part of the storyline. So if your kids like that, they could do it with puppets. They could just reenact it, themselves, put it in a skit or whatever. That's a possible activity. Let's see, I'm looking at my computer screen here. And then other issues that come up because of this is, and these can tie into geography, is researching about the Mason-Dixon line. What was it? Why did it start? What significance did it have? Also, it's very interesting to study about the Underground Railroad, and that's another geographical thing, and you can actually do like a little math spin-off by trying to calculate how many miles you have to travel to get to freedom from various points in the South. Let's see. The kids can pretend to be on the Underground Railroad. They can pack up food and go on a walk and pretend like they're on the Underground Railroad. And that's a good way to teach about using a compass, or just learning your directions. Which way is north? Do your kids know how to figure out which way is north from where you live? So that's a good skill to teach. Or if you have a compass, you can teach them how to read a compass. And there might be an app. There's probably an app for that. But that's a neat little thing to learn. Harriet Tubman, of course, she was the great conductor on the Underground Railroad. She's a really interesting person to learn about. So I'll put a link below from National Geographic Kids. Another activity you can do is learn Old Negro spirituals. I'm sure you could Google and find those online. And they're really interesting because they were often used as code to tell other slaves who was trying to run away, or if somebody was, if a group were planning to go on the Underground Railroad to get away. And those are good. I mean, that's like good old folk music. That's really good for kids to learn the words to those songs. I find that a lot of kids, they know pop songs, but they don't know anything really historical, or so it's good to know, to actually learn some of those old Negro spirituals. The ones that I thought of off the top of my head: Michael Row the Boat Ashore, Follow the Drinking Gourd, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. There are others I don't remember. And then two other songs that are important that came out of that era, John Brown's Body, and you could learn about Harper's Ferry, and the Battle Hymn of the Republic is another song to know. And what you could do is they could take a quote from one of these songs, write it out on paper in their best penmanship, and then you can sort of cut the margin so it looks, kind of curvy, and then stick it on some construction paper and kind of frame it and display it somewhere. That's a way, and they might like decorating it and that sort of thing. So those are just my ideas, just things having to do with Uncle Tom's Cabin. And I know there are movie versions out there. Was there one with Cicely Tyson? I can't remember, but none of them are as good as the book. The book's really, really, really good. So that's all I got for March 20th. It's the evening of March 19th. It's been a long, hard day today. It was, I think the anxiety got to me, and the 4-year-old's really adjusting to not being able to have play dates and not going to preschool, and his mother's been working overtime, so he's missing her. And I don't think they're going to shut down her job because I think she's going to be considered a necessary worker, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. Anyway, it was a rough, long day, so I hope your days are going okay, and hang in there, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.